Hello everybody, welcome back to Pixie Roo. Today's makeup tutorial I'm going to do for you is of Cara Delevingne. Now if you're unsure of who she is a model and she's absolutely stunning. She's very, very young and gorgeous and fresh and all the things that I'm not, so I'm going to make myself that. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I've pinned my hair back so it tightens my skin a little bit, not really, but I've pinned it back so that you can see what I'm doing with the makeup. I've also just applied some moisturizer, some of my Oilatum, because it's going to keep my skin that little bit fresher. And I'm going to start with the foundation. I am going to go for YSL foundation. This one is the Teinte Touche Eclate. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques expert brush to buff that into the skin. Now sorry if you can hear background noise, Sam's doing her makeup next door, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to do a video while she's busy. Now this video is mostly going to be about skin and brows, as her skin has got this really nice contour to it, almost like a slightly gaunt look, and very youthful obviously, and her brows are very, very full, so I'm going to try to fill mine in even more. I'm then going to take a little bit of Moisture Cover Concealer, and I'm going to run that under my eyes, around my nose, a tiny bit on my blemish there, and through my brow bone. I'm then going to take a Real Technique base eyeshadow brush and buff that in. This is my new favourite one for concealer at the moment for some reason. I swap between them. I really like Moisture Cover Concealer for that kind of glow that it gives to the skin, so it makes it, for those of you slightly more mature, it makes it that little bit softer, light reflecting, just a little bit nicer. Now I'm going to leave the skin to settle in while I go and move on to the brows. I'm going to take a spoolie and just brush my brow through first. You can see where I'm trying to grow them back underneath. I'm going to show you one close up and the other one I'll just rush through for you. So I'll take a bit longer on one. So just brush it through so I can see where I need a little bit of extra thickness. I'm then going to take Illamasqua Brow Gel. I'm just going to brush the brows up so they're all going the same way. Because I've got a couple that are stray and they want to poke down, so I'm going to have to coach them to go upwards. Now the reason I've chose the Illamasqua one is because it actually holds the brows in place and they won't move. It's like glue for the brows. I'm then going to take some water, a Louise Young brush, this is LY24, a really fine brush, and my eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to mix the colour that suits my brows and slowly brush them on in little brow strokes. So you have to get really close into the mirror. And just do little stroke motions. So just to get those brows where you want them to be. The reason I like doing it like this as well is because it's not quite as perfect as drawn on brows. And brows aren't perfect, they're textures, so it's giving it more texture to the brow rather than it being a perfect kind of pencil or a perfect whatever you use, eyeshadow. It's giving that brow a little bit more texture. And then again, just gonna draw them on. So this is a great little trick for anyone that's got alopecia or that may have gone through chemo, because you can draw your brows on, they look more natural, and you can get things that hold them into place like sealants rather than using water. If you're worried that the water will rub off, you can get like sealants to do it. Now I'm going to go back to the skin, and I have got this Ben Nye Media Pro cream highlighter. I'm going to use my Real Techniques expert brush, and I'm going to take that on the top of my cheekbone. This one is in Ultra Light. Down my nose. The top lip little bit on my chin, a little bit through the top of my brow where the sun would hit it. So basically anywhere the sun would hit. I'm going to look stupid for a minute. I'm also going to go back to my concealer brush and I'm going to take that just through my brow bone. I'm then going to take this product. This is by Illamasqua and it is a cream pigment in Hollow. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to get plenty of that. And I'm just going to take that on the cheekbone. So it's just going to diffuse and work with that cream highlighter a little bit. So it's just softening where the highlighter is, but not moving the highlighter. So the skin is looking healthy, glowing, but cheekbones and the works basically. I'm then going to use a little bit of the Hollow again and just push that over my eyelid with my finger. Then take yourself a brown eyeshadow. I've got a Burberry one because she's the Burberry model and this one is number 6. I'm going to use a MAC 217. Just push that over the lid. Then give that a good buff in to the eye. Quite rounded. And I want to take that under the eye as well a little bit, so really close to the eye underneath. I'm then going to take a little bit of this eye pencil, and this one is in dark brown as well by Burberry, but you can change it for Teddy. And I'm going to run that under the eye. And then take a MAC 239 and buff that in. I'm also going to take a black liner. This one's Blacktrack's and a Louise fine liner brush again. And I am going to tightline the top of the eye. Now, this seems to be all the rage at the moment for this season. This season's look is really skin and kind of black tightlining the eyes. Just swap hands to do the other side. Then for a little bit of mascara, I've got Revlon Grow Luscious Mascara. Plenty of that. Like I said, sorry about the background noise. But I couldn't not do a video because I'm trying to get my videos, some extra videos done for when I'm off having baby Edie. So I'm on a tight schedule. And I haven't put anything in the waterline because I wanted to keep it slightly more current. Only on the top waterline. And the bottom lashes too. Then lastly I need a tiny bit of colour on the lips, and I have gone for a Bourjois lipstick. This one is an 02. I'm going to push that onto the lips. And I want to take off most of it. No liner, nothing, it's just very natural. It's a nice colour actually. Then lastly, if you need to powder the skin, I'm going to use a MAC pressed powder just over the T-zone area. But I want to keep it as fresh and dewy as I can because I'm that little bit older. And there you have the finished Cara Delevingne makeup. I hope you've enjoyed that and found it interesting. And you guys have a lovely day and I'll see you again soon. You take care. Bye bye.